Welcome back to my channel. Today we're looking at an animal you think you already know. Tall, yellow and brown patches, long neck, peaceful, harmless. You're wrong. Dead wrong. The giraffe is one of the most violent, biologically extreme, and quietly disappearing animals on Earth, and almost nobody talks about it. Let's start with the neck. Everyone knows giraffes have long necks. But here's what shocks people. That neck contains exactly 7 bones. The same number as in your neck. The same number as in a mouse's neck. Evolution didn't add extra vertebrae. It just stretched the same 7 bones to incredible lengths, some over 10 inches long each. And that neck isn't just for reaching leaves. Male giraffes use it as a weapon. It's called necking, and it looks almost like slow, graceful dancing, until you realize what's actually happening. 2 males swing their heads like sledgehammers, smashing their skulls into each other's ribs, legs, and necks with bone-crushing force. These fights can break bones. They can rupture organs. And yes, giraffes have been documented killing each other in these battles over mates. The gentle giant of children's books is, in reality, capable of extreme violence. Now here's something even stranger. How does blood reach a brain that's up to 6 feet above the heart? The giraffe's heart is a monster, literally. It weighs up to 25 pounds and generates blood pressure roughly double that of a human. If you had giraffe blood pressure, doctors would rush you to an emergency room. For a giraffe, it's just Tuesday. But that raises a terrifying problem. If the heart pumps that hard just to reach the brain, what happens when a giraffe bends down to drink water? Blood should come rushing down and flood the brain instantly, right? It should black out or worse. And yet it doesn't. Giraffes have evolved a network of blood vessels at the base of the skull that acts like a pressure valve, regulating blood flow in real time. Scientists studying this mechanism believe it could hold answers for treating human blood pressure disorders. This animal is quite literally walking medical research. Here's another detail that shocks people. Giraffe tongues are almost black, deep bluish purple, and can extend up to 20 inches. Some scientists believe the dark pigment protects the tongue from sunburn, since giraffes spend hours each day wrapping that tongue around thorny acacia branches under intense African sun. Yes, giraffes can get sunburned tongues, and evolution built them built-in sunscreen. Now let's talk about birth, because giraffe birth is brutal by any standard. Female giraffes give birth standing up. That means a baby giraffe's first experience of life is a 6-foot fall to the ground. The impact is actually necessary. It shocks the newborn into breathing and helps snap the umbilical cord. Within about 30 minutes, that same newborn must stand on its own wobbling legs. Within hours, it can run. In the wild, there is no gentle introduction to life. Stand immediately or become lion food immediately. There is no third option. And sleep? You'd expect an animal this large to need long rest. The opposite is true. Giraffes are one of the least sleeping mammals on the planet, often surviving on under 30 minutes of actual deep sleep per day, broken into tiny naps of just a few minutes each. Some are recorded sleeping standing up with their eyes open. In the wild, a giraffe that sleeps too deeply is a giraffe that gets eaten. Survival demanded that giraffes almost stop sleeping altogether. Here's the part that should genuinely disturb you. Despite being the tallest land animal on Earth, despite being instantly recognizable to every child on the planet, giraffes are vanishing. Their population has crashed by an estimated 40% in just the last 3 decades. Conservationists have started calling this the silent extinction, because while the world panics over tigers and elephants, giraffes have been disappearing in the background, almost unnoticed due to habitat loss, poaching, and civil conflict across parts of Africa. Think about that. An animal too big to hide, too strange to ignore, too iconic to forget. And most of the world doesn't even know it's in trouble. So the next time you see a giraffe calmly chewing leaves at a zoo, remember what's really standing in front of you. A skull-crushing fighter, a living blood pressure laboratory, a newborn that survives a 6-foot fall on its first day of life, an animal that barely sleeps and is running out of time. Nature didn't just make giraffes tall. It made them extreme in almost every possible way. If this blew your mind, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and tap the bell icon so you never miss what's coming next. Comment below and tell me which giraffe fact shocked you the most.